Hello everyone, my name is Mohammed Zubair. I am a PhD student in University Institute of Lisbon, Portugal. My area of research is light field coding and transmission using deep learning technique. I am going to present my paper titled SwinScale Light Field View Synthesis Parallel Feature Integration for Light Field View Synthesis. Here is the outline of my presentation. I will move one by one. So the first one is context and motivation behind the proposed method. In the context and motivation, I will talk about visual immersiveness. To achieve true visual immersiveness, we do not need to capture only spatial resolution, temporal resolution, and color detail. We also need the angular density. This angular density can be achieved through light field imaging. So we should also know about what is light field imaging. A light field imaging does not have only spatial dimension, they also have the angular dimension. This angular dimension enable us to generate a dense light field views from the sparse input view. This idea was actually proposed by Levy and Henry in 1996. So generating a dense view from the sparse input view is called view synthesis. Here I am showing a two example of view synthesis. In first example, we have a 2 by 2 corner views and we are generating the intermediate view. In the second example, we are showing an angular consistent view synthesis from the NURF paper. Now in the next slide, I am going to discuss about the state-of-the-art methods in light field view synthesis. Existing state-of-the-art methods for light field view synthesis are divided into two categories: depth-dependent methods and non-depth dependent methods. Depth-dependent methods depend on depth maps to synthesize dense light field, while the non-depth dependent methods synthesize dense light field using local information. Depth-dependent methods are designed with the neural networks which have a limited receptive fields. That's why they have a depth estimation error. Non-depth dependent methods are designed with residual networks, but they ignore a geometric light field structure. The synthesized views of non-depth dependent method mostly have the inconsistency between these views. To handle these issues, we propose a novel framework of generating a geometry-aware dense views. The proposed method consists of two parallel feature extraction streams followed by a light field view synthesis. The first stream is Swin transformer stream and the second one is multi-scale convolution stream. Swin transformer stream extract global features. Multi-scale convolution stream extract local features. Global and local features are concatenated, then passed to the light field view synthesis network, where we perform angular upsampling to generate a dense light field view synthesis. Now in the next slide, I am going to present the component of each stream. Swin transformer stream consists of three components: shallow feature extraction, encoder-decoder, and feature aggregation. Multi-scale convolution stream consists of two components: dense feature extraction and feature refinement. In next slide, I am going to show you a Swin transformer stream architecture. As you can see in the first picture of this slide, Swin transformer stream consists of three components. The first one is SFE. That basically consists of single convolution layer to project the input into a high dimensional representation, while the encoder-decoder consists of 5 stages, in which we have two first encoder stage, then central bottleneck stage, then two decoder stages. Then encoder-decoder hierarchical features are passed to the feature aggregation component, where we have also a single convolution layer that generate a unified feature representation. Now I move to the second diagram of this slide, angular mutual self-attention. Angular mutual self-attention basically consists of two networks One is multi-head self-attention to extract local, global, hierarchical features, and other one is angular mutual attention to enforce angular consistency by modeling a geometry aware of these features. So feature from multi-head self-attention and angular mutual attention are concatenated, then passed to the linear projection layer to unify these features. Then we are using layer normalization and GU activation function and MLP to generate a high dimensional features. These features are at the end passed to the patch merging layer where we perform spatially upsampling and downsampling operation. Now I move to the next slide that is related to the second stream, multiscale convolution stream. Multiscale convolution stream consists of three 3D parallel convolution layers, and each convolution layer have a different kernel size, due to which they are unable to extract multiscale features. These multiscale features are concatenated and then passed to the feature refinement layer. And feature refinement layer is just only one convolution layer, 3D convolution layer, where we perform to generate a unified feature representation. In the next slide, I am going to discuss about the light feed view synthesis network. Light feed view synthesis network consists of residual network and two 3D convolution and one 2D convolution layer. The feature extracted from two streams are passed to the light field view synthesis residual network that fuses these features, and these features are then passed to the next two 3D convolution to refine these features. At the end, we have a 2D convolution layer to generate a high domain to generate a dense light field features. It was the architecture of the proposed method. Now I move to the experimental setup where I will discuss about the data set used in our proposed method. In our proposed method, we use two types of data sets: synthetic light field data set and real world light field data sets. For each data set, we train individual model. For synthetic light field data set, model was trained on 20 HCI scene. For real world light field data set, model was trained on 100 scene of Stanford Light Field Archive. We also perform evaluation on synthetic data set by using a 4 scene from HCI new and 5 scene from HCI old. While in contrast, we also perform evaluation by using a 30 scene from the real world data set UCST, 15 scene from reflective, and 25 scene from occlusion. To evaluate these results, we use two performance metrics. The first one is peak signal to noise ratio, and the second one is structure similarity index measure. In the next slide, we are going to discuss about the results and analysis. In results, we are first going to discuss about the synthetic light field data sets. In synthetic light field data sets, as you can see on the screen, in HCI we have the best result as compared to other method. While in case of HCI old, we are the second one in term of PSNR, while in SSMI we are the first one. If we see in average, we have the best result as compared to other methods. Now in the next slide, I move to the quantitative results of real world light field data set. In real world data set, as you can see, we have the best result in first UCST as compared to other method. While in case of occlusion and reflective, we have the best result in terms of PSNR, but we are lying second in terms of SSMI. So in overall, our method outperforms. Now in the next slide, I show the qualitative result through video. As you can see on the screen, our video have clear detail as compared to other methods. Now in the next slide, I move towards the final remarks. The proposed method, as we discussed, consists of two parallel streams, STS and MSTS, to extract dense feature. And we have also used the geometry aware angular consistency network, that is called angular mutual attention, to preserve the angular consistency of these features. Such type of networks require large number of parameters. So we have proposed method have 11.85 parameters, that is too much as compared to other methods. In the future, we are interested to use lightweight network. Now we move to conclusion. Thank you for everyone. Here is our code available.